I'm happy to be joined here today with Tyler Lorenz, the Program Director for Residents in Recovery here in Lloydminster. And today we're going to be talking about the downtown location, unfortunately on the brinks of closing, and what Residents in Recovery does for the community and how this will affect us all. So thank you so much for taking time out to come and talk to me. It was devastating news to hear about the downtown location unfortunately having to close down, but it's not, the fight isn't over just quite yet, as you are, the entire community is scrambling to get the funds needed. So tell me just a little bit about the process that it's been so far since learning that the building could close.
Sure. We've been waiting for some government funding to come through for some time now. We did a few applications last summer, I guess, and we're still waiting to hear on those. Things are still looking promising on those, but I'm not too sure on the time frame that funds will become available as well. Alberta government is really looking as well to funding programs such as ours. But again, the timing is just isn't quite what we needed. So we've tried to hold on as long as we can until that funding comes available. The community's gotten us through the first year and a half, and that is just great. I mean, we're so grateful that we've been able to offer the program for as long as we have. But we found ourselves, just getting a little bit further and further behind, to the point where we just couldn't make our bills this month, and so as such we had to issue a plea for more support from the community in hopes that we can get through until funding is available from the government.
Now, just reading different people's different stories and their journeys and stuff, Residents in Recovery helps so many people in Lloydminster and surrounding areas. So how, if your building closes, how will that hurt our community or our city?
Yeah, we've had 70 pre-treatment sober living people come through the program since we opened, 19 post-treatment. So we've had many people come through. Many of them are doing very well today. They're individuals that struggle with addiction up until they got into the program. Some came from jail, some from the homeless shelters, and we've really helped them turn their lives around. And it helps everybody in the community when this happens. These are individuals, many of them, were caught in that life of crime and finding themselves, in the justice system quite a bit. Where they were walking the street homeless, every day, and pulling those people off and getting them the support that they needed. Many of them are back working now. Many are back with their children, living normal lives. It's great to see, and it's going to really impact families as well. We tend to look at the addicts or the alcoholics as the only ones that we help, but the reach is pretty dramatic when we consider all the families that we impact as well by helping these individuals get through their addiction and into recovery.
Which is incredible for everyone, not just those that you are helping. Like you said, it helps families and just the community in general, just helping these people get back onto their feet. Now, we mentioned, we were talking just a little bit off camera, you mentioned that you're about 40% to your goal. I've seen posts on Facebook saying, what can we do? How can we donate? So what are you kind of asking from the community, or have people approached you saying, what can we do to help out, and how can they do so?
Yeah, the community response has been incredible. We just did our very first fundraiser actually on Saturday at the Olive Tree. They're a huge supporter of us, and we raised $2,400 there at that lunch event. We have hit 40% of our $35,000 goal. That $35,000 catches us up on everything that we were behind, as well as gets us all the way through February. We have a shortfall of approximately $12,000 a month, and we're really aiming to get through to May. So our ultimate goal is actually $59,000. But we'll take it, month by month, as long as we'll keep the doors open as long as we hit that 35 and see where we're at each month. Yeah.
So how can people donate real quick before we wrap up? What can they do?
Sure.
Where do they bring their donations and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, donations can be dropped off at the center, check, cash, or through the Lloydminster Region Health Foundation. You can do that online through their website, LRHF/donate, and just pick Residents in Recovery from the drop-down box, or drop off a check at the Health Foundation as well. We don't do tax receipts, but the Health Foundation does that, so they are all tax deductible as well.
All right, well, thank you so much, Tyler, for coming in. This is an amazing place that really just can't be closed just because of the amount of lives that it's helped save and help just get back onto their feet. So thank you so much for coming in, and I hope that you guys raise enough money to stay open for at least a couple more months, just until you get that funding that you need.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.